were talking about this in the last lesson when we look at these questions over here, because we're looking for the angle, then we always have to click shift first. So we're looking for a shift angle, don't forget. Okay, we're looking for a shift, because we're looking for the angle, shift, and then the number, and then that will give you the angle. And remember to write out the answer. Theta is equal to arctan of 1. Okay. Therefore, don't forget the therefore part, therefore theta is equal to something else. All right. Bonjour. People are going to make me start speaking my fake Italian, guys. Number 1 is 0.5. I agree with you. It's always best if we leave things in fraction form, though, Reatile. You are 100% correct. But rather than write 0.5, just make sure you write 1/2 if it comes out as a fraction. If it doesn't and it comes out with decimals, then, you know, just write it as a decimal. But it's not as important. Okay, we just need to make sure that we write it out. That's it, Pusiletso. Hello, Palesa. Awesome to have you with us again today. Thanks, guys. All right, we're going to get into these answers because Reatile and Pusiletso are giving us the answers. Reatile says cos of 60. If we just click cos 60 and then we close the brackets on our calculator and we click equals, our calculator will do this. It'll give us 1/2. And if we do the same over here, sine of 180, if you click that on your calculator will say 0. It will say 0. And you will see why these things happen in a while when we get there. Okay, now with tan of 270, I know something really weird is happening. Many of you guys are clicking your calculator over and over and over again, being like, why is my calculator giving me a math error over and over and over again? I don't understand what's happening. Okay, tan of 217 is actually undefined. Okay, it's undefined, it doesn't exist. And we do get to see why that is when we look at our next section where we're going to be looking at all of these not rectangles, oh my goodness. When we look at these triangles on a Cartesian plane, we're going to be seeing exactly why it is that tan of not just 270, tan of 90 degrees and tan of 270 are undefined. So we'll be seeing that in terms of what it would look like on our Cartesian plane. For now, all we need to know is that that math error actually means that it's undefined. Okay, now I want everybody to give me an answer for these over here. Remember, just click shift tan, put in 1. Your calculator will give you this funky 10 to the minus 1. And then you just it will open the bracket, you put a 1 in, close brackets, and it'll give me, that's it, Shaden. My theta is going to equal to 45 degrees. Okay, excellent. Now, if we look at sine theta of square root of 2 over 2, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to click shift sine. I'm going to click shift and then sine. So when I write it down in my book, I'm going to go theta is equal to arc sine of the square root of 2 over 2, right? And therefore, my theta will also be equal to 45 degrees, okay? So I'm choosing these easy ones on purpose because we're going to be using them very soon. Okay, yes, Shaden.
Hi, ma'am.
Hello, my sweetie, how are you?
I'm well, and you?
I'm good, thank you, my sweetie. What's up?
Ma'am, I just want to know, how do you know when you must press shift?
Okay, so do you see how over here, I've given you cos of 60 degrees. I've given you the angle. Do you see that?
Yes, ma'am.
So when I give you the angle, you don't need to click shift. Only if I tell you tan of theta, then we shift angle. Remember, if we're looking for the angle, you click shift. Okay.
Oh, okay, ma'am, but by number 3 now, when I put in, it says math error if you put it in just like that, right?
That is
when I put shift 10, it gave me an answer.
Yeah, so don't click shift 10. Don't click shift 10. It's supposed to give you a math error. It's supposed to. Okay, like I said, I'm going to explain in Wednesday's lesson why this thing is undefined. But for now, we're just going to say that it's undefined. Okay?
Okay.
Don't stress about it too much. You are correct. It should give you a math error. All right?
Yes.
Excellent. All right. Okay. I see everybody saying that number 6 is 30 degrees. Very, very true. I'm going to write here. Theta is equal to arc cos or shift cos of √3/2. And therefore, theta is equal to 30 degrees. Now, a lot of the things that we've done over here, guys, are known as special angles. Okay. As you can see, the answers are very nice and round. We always get a nice answer like 45 degrees or 30 degrees or half, or 0 or nothing or 1. It's always these nice looking numbers. Okay. Always these nice looking numbers. Teacher Nels, I think you know what's happening on Lisa's calculator, yes? Okay. Yeah. So we're going to be learning a little bit more about special angles, but that comes in the next lesson. Now, Riatile, remember, you're going to click on your calculator, you're going to click shift, and then click sign, and this will come up. This thing will come up, and in the bracket, you're going to put √2/2. Okay. And then you're going to close your brackets and you're going to click the equal sign, and your calculator will give you the answer 45. Okay. Shaden's like, hopefully they'll stay this nice. It does. It normally does. All right. Okay. So we're going to be looking at what we had been looking at before. We're going to be looking at things in a diagram. Now, most of the time, it won't be as easy as us just putting things in our calculator and getting an answer. Remember, this is going to be a right angled triangle, as Mr. Pythagoras himself taught us. Okay. If I tell you guys that this angle over here that I've got is 30 degrees over here, and I tell you guys that this side of my calculator over here, or my hypotenuse over here, is 6. And I tell you guys that I want you guys to find this side over here. Okay. I want you guys to find this side. I'm going to call this side X. Okay. I'm going to see where I'll go back in just a little bit. Okay. All right. I want to find the side X. Now, there are a couple of things that we're going to have to do in order to find this properly. Now, first, I'm going to have to label all the sides that I have. Right. So what is this side over here? This side right next to my 30-degree angle chord. Who remembers? Type it in the chat for me. That's it, Mawande. Excellent. That's it. It's my adjacent side. Right next door, adjacent. Adjacent. Now, all the way on the other side, all the way over there, what do we call that side? Good. That's it, Shaden. That's it, Vaughn. This is the opposite side. Good. This is my opposite side. And then remember, just like we had said, anything opposite to my 90-degree angle is called my hypotenuse. Good. Hypotenuse. Now, okay, I want you guys to have a look at all the information we've got here, right? We know that we've got an adjacent side. We've got an adjacent side, but we haven't been given a single number for our adjacent side. We haven't been given a value or anything for my adjacent side. And I'm just going to write my mnemonic device over here. So, ka, toa, right? So in order for me to figure out what my X value is, so the question here says, solve for X or find X. Let's say find X. First thing I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to look at what I have. What do I have? Who can tell me? Who wants to unmute and let me know? What information do I actually have? Anybody got an idea? Have a look at everything that we've got. Tell me, what do I have? Okay, Michael says we've got the hypotenuse, which is true. We do. We've got our hypotenuse. Good. We've got our hypotenuse. What else do we have? Riatile says we've got our angle. We've got 30 degrees. Right. Good. Now, if we look at our 30 degrees, right? If we look at our 30 degrees, we've got our hypotenuse and we've got 30 degrees. What do we want? What do we want to find? Okay. In relation to our 30-degree angle, what exactly do we want in relation to our 30-degree angle? Oh, it's not the adjacent side. You're correct. The X. Where is the X sitting in relation? That's it, Mawande. In relation to my 30-degree angle, it's sitting on the opposite side. Okay. Now, this is what we're going to do. We're going to have a look here. We have our hypotenuse, and we want our opposite side. If we look at SOHCAHTOA, which one of those ratios is going to help us to find this? Which one of them uses the opposite and the hypotenuse side? Which one of these uses the opposite and the hypotenuse? So, good. It's so or sine, right? Excellent. It's sine. That's the one. So what we're going to do here is we're going to use all the information we've been given, right? And we're going to find some sort of answer that we're going to write down. So I'm going to write here, sine of theta is equal to opposite over hypotenuse. Now, do I know what my theta is? Do I know what my angle is, guys? From my drawing, do I know what my angle is? How much is my angle on my drawing? Oh, no, Puseletso, remember the one on the side. It's 30, that's it, Awili. It's 30 degrees. So I'm going to go to my theta and I'm going to replace it with 30 degrees. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to go sine of 30 degrees is equal to, do I know what my opposite side is? What is my opposite side, guys? It's not 45. Look at the drawing, guys. What is my opposite side? It's called x. Good. X over, what is my hypotenuse side? How much is my hypotenuse? Over my hypotenuse, which is 6. Excellent. Okay. Great stuff. Now, what I've actually done is I've created an equation where x is my unknown, right? So now if I wanted to get rid of this divide by 6, what I would do is I would multiply by 6 on this side. And then if I multiply by 6 on this side, I'm going to have to multiply by 6 on this side. So if I want to find x, I need to go to my calculator and I need to type in 6 times sine 30. Okay. So 6 divided by 6, that's going to give me 1. So I know that if I want to find x, I have to go x is equal to 6 multiplied by sine of 30 degrees. And if you punch that into your calculator, therefore, x is equal to, not 30. I think Riatile may have made a bit of a mistake, but Puseletso is 100% correct. If you punch this into your calculator, you're going to get 3. Excellent. That means that our opposite side is not x, it's actually 3. Okay. Now, can I get a thumbs up if you're feeling okay with what just happened? Or I need you to say another one, ma'am, if you need us to do a different one. Amy says thumbs up. If you want us to do another example, Shaden says another, absolutely. Another, please. Of course we can. Let's do another one. Let's do another one. I believe we need to do another one. All right. So what we know, guys, is that we're always going to have something. We're going to have to look for what we have, and then we're going to have to think of what we want, and then we're going to use that to see which ratio we're going to use. Okay. So I'm going to change these up a little bit. I'm going to make this 10. Okay. And I'm going to make this over here 45. I'm going to make these easy. All right. And this time, what I want is x. I'm going to put x over here. This is 45 degrees. Right. Now, let's think about this. Okay. What do I have? Okay. What do I have? Tell me in the chat, guys. What is it that I have in this drawing? Good, I've got my angle. Good, I've got my angle 45 degrees. And I also have my hypotenuse. That's it, Ndumi. So that's what I got. I've got my 45-degree angle and I've got my hypotenuse, right? Now, in relation to my angle 45 degrees, what do I want? What do I want? Look at where this is. What is x going to be called in this case? My My adjacent side, that's it, Puseletso. It's my adjacent side. Now I want my adjacent side. I want my adjacent side. Now, think about our SOHCAHTOA. Which one of those ratios uses adjacent and hypotenuse? Which one of them uses adjacent and hypotenuse? Ka, good. What does the ka stand for? Cos, good. It stands for cos. So we know that we're going to be using cos of theta. Now this tells us that cos of theta is equal to adjacent over hypotenuse. Okay. Now, do I know what my theta is? Yes, my theta is 45 degrees. So I'm going to plug that in. I'm going to go cos of 45 degrees is equal to, what is my adjacent side called, guys? X. Good, Komoto, that's it. It's called X. So I'm going to go X over, what is my hypotenuse side? Adjacent over hypotenuse. That's it, Ntombi Futhi. Good, 10. Now, this thing over here, guys, is divided by 10. How can I get rid of divide by 10? I need to do the inverse operation, which would be opposite of divide by 10 times 10. Good, times 10. So I would also have to go to the side and times by 10. Times by 10 on this side as well. Okay, so these two would cancel. So that then tells me that X is equal to 10 cos of 45 degrees. So that's what I'm going to go put into my calculator. Therefore, X is equal to, punch that into your calculator and give me an answer. Okay, Liche's already got the answer for us. I love it. Okay, Liche says it's 5 root 2, which is correct. Yes, we should get 5. Why is this thing not writing? 5 square root 2. What this tells me, okay, Jonathan, we're going to go through that in just a little bit again. Okay, 5 square root 2. That tells me that my X over here is 5 square root 2. All right, Jonathan is asking, how did we know we have to use cos? All right, so Jonathan, we use SOHCAHTOA to figure out which mnemonic device works with sine and cos and tan, right? Now, if we look at my 45-degree angle, this side right next to my angle is called my adjacent side. Okay, the side all the way on the other side over there, that's called my opposite side. And the side opposite my 90-degree angle, this is called my hypotenuse. Now, if we look at the information that they've given us, Jonathan, they haven't given us the opposite side. Do not do that. Leave it as a decimal, leave it as a square root. Okay. So now, Jonathan, if we have a look, they haven't given us the opposite side. So we can't use the opposite side because they haven't given us that information. But they do tell us that they want the adjacent side, and they've given us the hypotenuse, and they've given us the angle. So I have to go look at my mnemonic device and see which of these uses the adjacent and the hypotenuse. That's going to be adjacent over hypotenuse, which is cos. And so I can use cos in here to look for that. Okay. Avula says, how do we look for the hypotenuse? We're going to run into many of those in just a second. Okay. We're going to look at questions just like that. All right. Okay, let's do one more because I'm seeing Komoto say, please, ma'am, please, ma'am, just one more. Okay, we can do one more. All right, let's do one more, guys. You're very welcome. Try and follow along with this one as we do it. Okay. All right, so I'm going to give you guys this information. My angle over here is still 30 degrees. Okay, my angle is still 30 degrees. I'm going to delete all of this because now we need new information over here. I'm going to tell you guys that this side over here is my X side, and this side over here is equal to 12. Okay, now we have to think about this. I've got my angle, and the side right next to my angle, what is this side called, guys? Tell me in the chat. It's called my what? Good. I can see Oraneli's mouth moving. It's my adjacent side. Yes, I see you. It's my adjacent side. Beautiful. And then all the way over there, that other thing that they want me to get, that is my opposite side. Okay. So when I write down what I have, what do I have? I've got the angle 30 degrees. And then I also have my adjacent side. Adjacent side. I have my angle 30 degrees and I have my adjacent side. What do they want me to find? What do I want to find? I want to find my x, and that is my opposite side. That's my opposite side. Now we have to go look at SOHCAHTOA and have a look. Which one of them uses adjacent and opposite? Have a look. In between all of these, which one uses O and A? It's going to be TOA. Good. Which is tan. Right, excellent. And that's tan. Now I know that tan of theta, because I'm reading it off of here, tan is equal to opposite over adjacent, just like that. So tan of theta is equal to opposite over adjacent. That means that tan of, do I know my theta? Do I know my angle? Yes, I do. My angle is 30 degrees. So tan of 30 degrees is equal to my opposite. I don't know what my opposite is. They've told me that my opposite is x. So I'm going to write x over my adjacent is, how much is my adjacent? My adjacent is 12. Good. Over 12. Now I want to get rid of divided by 12. How do I get rid of divided by 12? I'm going to multiply by 12. And when I multiply by 12 on this side, I have to multiply by 12 on that side. Maths says that we must multiply on both sides. That's it, Komoto. We must multiply on both sides. Now I'm going to get 12 divided by 12. That's going to cancel out. That now tells me that x is going to equal to 12 times tan of 30 degrees. And I'm just going to punch that into my calculator and it's going to give me an answer. That's beautiful, guys. That's it. Therefore, x is equal to 4 root 3. And again, do not click the SD button. We don't want all those decimals. It's best for you to leave it under the square root, because what's going to happen is our calculator is going to cut off our decimals and we won't have an accurate answer. So we're going to get 4 square root 3. Okay, that means that my opposite side isn't x anymore. The answer for my opposite side is now 4 square root 3. Whew. Okay, give me a thumbs up. How are we feeling about figuring these out? Thumbs up. I see you, Roranelwe. That's it. Excellent. I see it. Snoguhle, I see that thumbs up. Excellent stuff. Somebody named Legitimate. I see you. I've got you. Yeah, I see that thumbs up. Buntle's also got a thumbs up for me. All right. I hope we're all feeling a little bit more at ease about these. That's it, Kialeboha. Oh no, I'm so sorry, Nolwazi. Remember, all of these are recorded. They're all recorded. Good, Unako. Excellent stuff. Oam is feeling excellent. Mawande is a bit of a clown, but I know you've got this. Stacy, it's great to see you. Pila, we're going to do so many more of these, so don't stress. Okay, here's your next challenge, guys. Okay, here's your next challenge. Our next challenge is number 5 and 6. Okay, now look at where your x is. Look at where your angle is. Look at what information you have. Okay, it's not that difficult since we've done it now. Now I've got 54 degrees over here. And this angle right here, what do we call this angle right next to my 54-degree angle? What is it called? Adjacent. Excellent. It's my adjacent side. Well done. Good. That's my adjacent side. Good. And x is, I see you who just said that beautiful, so beautifully. Oh, we said it. X is my opposite side. Now, I'm going to rewrite this up top here for you guys. SOHCAHTOA. Right. I now know that I need to use something, right? I know that I want x, and I've got my angle. Okay, I've got my angle. What do I have? I've got my angle, 54 degrees, and I've got my adjacent side. What do I want? I want my opposite side. Which one of my numeric devices uses opposite and adjacent? Which one is that? That's it, Ndumiso. It's TOA. So we're going to use tan. So we're going to go tan of theta is equal to opposite over adjacent. Do I know my angle theta? Yes, my angle theta is 54 degrees. So I'm going to go tan of 54 degrees is equal to, what is my opposite side called? X divided by my adjacent side. My adjacent side on this side is now 12. Okay, and now I need to get rid of 12. So how do I get rid of divided by 12? I'm going to multiply by 12 on both sides. Times 12 times 12. The 12s are going to cancel, and then I can go x is going to equal to, I'm forgetting my 12, sorry. X is going to equal to 12 times tan of 54 degrees. And then I'm just going to punch that into my calculator. Therefore, x is equal to, that's it. Now, if your calculator gives you decimals, you round it off to just 2. Amy, beautiful. That's it. Therefore, x is going to equal to 16,52. Now, take that exact same situation that we just had. Think about number 6. I want a brave soul, anybody who feels like putting up their hand and helping us through this one, who feels like they can help me with this. Orenelwe, I see you, Maswidi. Do you want to unmute for me? Reatile, we have another one. I'm going to ask you to do that for us. Do you want to unmute for me? Let's talk through this one. Unmute. There we go. Hello.
Hi.
Okay. All right. Tell me, I've got my angle over here. What side is this called? The one right next to my angle.
Adjacent.
Excellent. This is my adjacent side. Beautiful. All right. What other information do I have? What am I seeing? What else do I have?
Hypotenuse.
Excellent. I've got the hypotenuse. Good. So what do I have? Tell me, what do I have? I've got my angle, right? My angle is how much?
58 degrees.
Excellent. So I've got 58 degrees. And what else do I have this time?
Hypotenuse.
Excellent. I've got the hypotenuse. Well done. What do I want? What do I want?
The opposite side.
Oh, no. Have a look again. What side are we looking for? Have a look. It's the one right next to my angle. What do we call it? Okay, have a look again. Don't stress. Don't stress. Here it is. I've got my angle right here, and the side right next to it that's called X is my?
All adjacent.
Good. It's my adjacent side. That's it. It's okay. All right, I'm still with you. All right, so tell me, which one between Soka, Toa, which one are we going to use that uses adjacent and hypotenuse?
That uses?
Adjacent and hypotenuse.
It's car.
Excellent. What does the C in car stand for?
Cos.
Excellent. So I'm going to write cos of theta is equal to, finish this.
Adjacent over hypotenuse.
Beautiful. All right. Do I know what my theta is? Do I know what my angle is?
Yes.
It's
58 degrees.
good. So I'm going to write cos of 58 degrees is equal to, what is my adjacent side equal to?
X over 18.
Beautiful. X over 18. How do I get rid of this 18, Orenele?
Times 18.
Good. And if I times 18 on the right-hand side?
You need to times on the left-hand side.
Excellent. That's it. I times on the left-hand side as well. So my 18s will cancel on the side. So I'm going to write X is equal to 18 times cos of 58 degrees. And if I punch that into my calculator, what do I get? Therefore, X is equal to, this is your job. This is your job now. Quickly. 18 times cos of 58.
Times cos 58. Whoa.
Close brackets is equal to?
Ma'am, I'm still finding it.
No worries. No worries.
Ma'am,
Mm-hmm.
it's 9,5. It's giving me a decimal answer.
That's correct. That's the answer I'm looking for. I need you to round off to 2 decimals for me. So it's going to be 9,5.
4.
Beautiful. And that's exactly how we do it, Ornelwe. Wow, you're a whole rock star. Well done. That's exactly the answer I was looking for. Well done, my sweetie. Excellent stuff.
Thank you, Nelly Siwe. Nelly Swa.
Yeah. See, Teacher Nels, like, I feel like she's seeing your name and she's thinking, I'm Teacher Coco, by the way.
Oh,
But-
no, I said bravo on the chat.
Oh,
That's
bravo.
good.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Very
Okay,
well
and
done.
Nolozi would like to do number 7 because she's still struggling a bit.
Okay, all right. Shaden, do you mind if Nolwazi does number 7 and then you and I can come back and do number 8? Or do you have a question? Can I ask you to point that out in the chat for me? Michael, have a look. Have a look again. Make sure you've followed the steps 100%. Teacher Nels, who do I need to speak to in a second? Whoever it is that I need to speak to, I need you to raise your hand for me.
Nolozi, I will unmute her. I found her.
Okay, excellent. Nolwazi, are you there? Hello? Oh no. Oh no.
Ma'am.
Hi, my sweetie. Let me see if I can hear you properly now. Hi.
Hi,
Okay, all right. Are we ready to do this one?
ma'am.
Okay, all right.
Network is very
You're
bad.
breaking up a little bit, but I hope I can hear you as we go. Somebody said they wanted to take a screenshot. I'm just going to put it over there. All right, I'm going to write Sokatoa again over here so that we don't get lost. Sokatoa. All right, this one is going to be a little bit more different. It's going to be a little different, okay, than the ones that we usually do. All right, so tell me, Nolwazi, I've got my angle over here, right? What's this side? The one over here, that way we've got the 16, the one that they've given us. What did we call this side?
The opposite.
Beautiful. This is the opposite side. All right. And what's this side, the one with the X? In relation to my angle, what is the one with the X called?
It's the hypotenuse.
Excellent. It's the hypotenuse. All right. So tell me, what do I have?
Opposite the angle.
Excellent. What do I have? What have they given me?
You have the opposites.
Good. They've given me the opposite side. And what else have they given me? They've given me the angle. Do you see that? Oh no, I think I may have lost Nolwazi. Nolwazi, are you still there?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, excellent. All right, so they've given me the opposite and the angle. What do I want? What do I want, Nolwazi?
You want
Oh my word, sure. Okay, I think I heard a high. I think that was hypotenuse. I heard it. Yes, I think that's the hypotenuse. That's what we're looking for. We're looking for the hypotenuse. All right. Tell me, Nolwazi, when we are looking at the opposite and the hypotenuse between saw, car, and toa, which one of those uses the opposite and the hypotenuse? Help her out in the chat, guys. She's having a bit of trouble. That's it, Nomfundo. No, Ntombifuti and Kehoratile, everybody's on point. Good. It's saw. And we know that saw is actually sine of theta is equal to opposite over hypotenuse. Now, something different's going to happen here. Are you still there, Nolwazi? I hope you are. Okay, so I'm going to have sine, and I know what my angle is. Sine of 31 degrees is equal to, my opposite is now 16 over hypotenuse. Ma'am, what are we going to do now that our h is at the bottom and our number is at the top? No, ma'am, what are we going to do? Okay, don't stress. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. Here's what's going to happen. What we're going to do. Hello? Oh, no, I can't hear anyone. Okay, so what we're going to do, guys. Okay, if you can speak, please go ahead and interrupt me, but I'm going to continue explaining. What we're going to do, guys, is we're going to go ahead and we're going to multiply by h on both sides. Go ahead and do it. Multiply by h. Okay. Oh, why am I lying to you guys? It's not h anymore. It's x. Yo, it's not h. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Puseleto. Sorry, it's x. Sorry, guys. Sorry, it's x. So we're going to go ahead and multiply by x on both sides. Okay, we're going to multiply by x on both sides. And then the x's on this side will cancel. So what I'll actually end up with is x sine 31 is equal to 16. Now, if I want x on its own and it's multiplied to sine 31, how can I get rid of the sine 31? What do I need to divide by to get rid of sine 31? Who has any idea? What can I divide by? Ooh, not by 16. I want x on its own. That's it in Tlantla. If I want x on its own, I have to divide by sine 31. Okay. Remember, Relebogile? The sine and the 31, they always go together. We can't separate them. They always go together. So if I want x on its own, I need to divide by sine 31. But what I do on the left, I'm going to have to do on the right as well. So I'm also going to divide this side by sine 31. Okay. These two will cancel. So my equation will then read x is equal to 16 over sine 31 degrees. Okay. And you can punch that into your calculator. Give me an answer for x. Therefore, x is equal to, punch that into your calculator and tell me what you get, guys. Reatile, you can do number 9 because Shaden has already booked number 8. Okay. That's it, Amy. Well done, Zudine. Remember, Zudine, round off to 2 decimal places. So we're going to get 31.07. Beautiful stuff. All right, Shaden, let me see that hand come up. All right, my sweetie. You can unmute. Let's go for it with this next one. Are you ready?
I'm ready, ma'am. I'm very ready.
Excellent. All right, so I've got my 66 degrees over here, and this thing which is sitting right next to 60 degrees is called?
My adjacent.
Excellent. This is my adjacent side. And this side that I'm going to have to look for is called my?
Opposite.
Beautiful. Opposite. Which one of my mnemonic devices am I going to use? Saw, car, or tower? Which one uses adjacent and opposite?
Is it sine?
Ooh, sine would need opposite and hypotenuse. I don't have that. What do I have?
It's tan, madam. It's tan. Sorry, it's tan.
Tan, good. I've got 66 degrees and I've got my adjacent side. And what do I want? I want my opposite side. Right. So it's tan, good. So I'm going to write tan of theta is equal to, finish this for me. Tan of theta is equal to?
A over O.
Other way around, over, toa. So it's going to be?
Yes, yes. Other way around.
Opposite over adjacent. Yes, toa. So O first and then A. Right. Do I have my angle, Shaden?
Yes, ma'am. Your angle is 66.
Good. So I'm going to write tan of 66 is equal to, finish up. What's my opposite side called?
X.
Good. X over?
14.
Good. X over 14. How do I get rid of 14?
You have to times by 14, ma'am.
I'm going to times by 14 on this side, times by 14 on that side. Excellent. Those two will cancel. Therefore, X is equal to 14 tan of 66. Punch that into your calculator. Give me an answer, young lady.
It
Therefore,
says, comma, your answer will be 31. X is equal to 31, comma, 43.
43. Beautiful. Excellent. You did that so beautifully. We just need to remember the steps, but you're doing really, really well. Well done, Shaden. Amazing
Thank you,
stuff.
sir.
Well done. All right. Oh, okay. I have a feeling Michael's calculator isn't in degrees. Abuyile says, sorry, ma'am, I have to prepare for my maths test tomorrow, so I'm off and trigonometry is not in the test. That's okay, Abuyile. Like, fingers crossed. I know you're going to do great. You're going to do very, very well. Okay. All the best for tomorrow. Okay, 31,44, 31,43. Okay, we just need to remember to round off properly, guys, but it's all good. We're doing very, very well. All right, I want everybody else, please take a screenshot of numbers 9, 10, 11, and 12, because we're going to go on to something else. Reatile, I want to see that hand up, my sweetie. You and I are going to have a bit of a conversation next. All right, take a screenshot. Take a screenshot, everyone. These are the questions you're going to go use to practice this. Okay, remember, you need to write down so katoa. Don't forget, write down so katoa. And then you analyze what you have. What do I have? What do I want? Which one of them uses what? Okay, and we're going to take it from there. All right, we're going to learn about 3 new people. I call them to number 9. Number 9 is right over here. Do you mean number 8? Okay, for those of you who want to take screenshots, I'm going to come back later and we can all take screenshots. Okay, I'm going to come back at the end and we will all get a chance to take screenshots. All right, we're going to learn about the cousins of sine, cos, and tan. They are cousins. Their cousins are called cosec, sec, and cot. All right, now these 3 little buggers are literally just the opposite of what we would do if we had sine, cos, and tan, or the reciprocal as we call it. Okay. The reciprocal as we call it. Now we're going to have to remember which belongs to which. And then Karen goes, sho shatao. I love it. It sounds like a fancy Chinese dish. Yeah, I'm racially profiling. Sho chao. I love it. So now, not really. No, it's not. And your name is user 1. We need to figure out what your real name is. Okay, it does sound it sounds Chinese to me. I don't know about Japanese. It sounds a bit Chinese to me. All right. So when we have our original 3, so, ka, and toa, they have reciprocals. And we need to remember these reciprocals as cosec, sec, and cot. Now, I want you guys to take a screenshot of the thing that's on the screen now, because we're going to put it into practice quickly. There's nothing that we can do. Okay, I mean, you can remember short chatao for it to kind of stick in. But the 3 things that I really, really want you to remember are this. Reatile, I'm talking to you because you and I are going to use these very, very, very soon. You're going to answer the first couple of questions for me. Orenelo, unfortunately not. We've done a whole series on algebraic expressions, and you can find all of that on our website. Okay, it's all there on our website, all the videos we did, all the quizzes we did as well, and you can do the quizzes as well to test yourself. Okay. All right. So when we look at, if somebody says there's the cot of something, what they're actually saying is take the 1/tan of something. And if they say the sec of something, they mean take the 1/cos of something. And if they say cosec of something, they're saying take the 1/sine of something. Now, the easiest way I always remember these is that my cot has a T, and so does my tan. So I know that cot belongs to tan, right? If I look at sec almost looks like cos backwards. It almost looks like cos backwards. Cos, sec. They almost look the same backwards. And the only one left then is going to be cosec, which we'll then give to sine. Okay, so we're going to try and remember these. This is why I'm saying take a screenshot so that you can use them for reference as we go through how to use them. They're not very difficult at all. Reatile, my sweetie, do you want to unmute for me? we're going to try this first one over here. Okay, we're going to try the example. How are you doing, Masudi?
I'm good, ma'am. And you?
I'm good. I'm good. Thank you. All right, let's look at this first example. My example says sec of 65. I know that sec is going to have to be written as 1 over something. What is that over something that I'm looking for? Sec is 1 over. Look over here quickly. Sec is 1 over.
Cos. Tan.
Good, 1 over cos. Right. So we're just going to do this. We're going to go sec of 65 is cos 1 over cos of 65. Now I want you to pick up your calculator quickly. Punch that into your calculator for me and tell me what you get. So you're going to go to your calculator. Click that divide sign, the one that looks like this. And then on the top, you're going to put a 1. And at the bottom, you're going to put cos 65, close brackets. And you're going to click equals. How much do we get?
2,37.
Excellent, 2,37. And that's the answer I was looking for. Okay, that is the answer I was looking for. It's that simple. It's that easy. Do you see how easy it is? It's not that difficult. Do you want to try this next one with me? Let's try number 1. Okay, this one says sec of 10 degrees. How am I going to write this one out, Reatile?
1 divided by cos
Of?
10.
That's it. Punch that into your calculator. Give me an answer, my love.
One comma 02.
Beautiful. 1,02. How simple is this stuff? It's very easy, right?
Yes, ma'am, it is.
Very easy. Okay, this is what we're going to be doing quickly. Thank you so much, Reatile. You're a whole rock star. Okay, we're going to be answering these next couple of questions. Okay. You're going to answer 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now, Reatile has already done number 1 for us. Everywhere, like the next one is number 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. You guys can pop a fire emoji or whatever emoji you want in the chat for me when you're done. I like the fire emoji. It's my favorite emoji. All right. Linga, I'm so glad you think so, because all we need to do is just figure out which sections we're using where and what. Okay. Now, remember, I told us that cot is the only one with a T, okay? 1 over the only one with a T. Cosec is the only long one, and sec is just cos backwards. So you can quickly figure out how to do these. This is calculator work, guys. It's not that difficult. The only thing we need to remember is that when we need to click 1 over, and that our calculator needs to be in degrees. This is so cool. You haven't even started trig, but I know the day that they bring it up, you're just gonna be like, actually, ma'am, let me show you. Let me show you how it's done. And then you're just gonna stand up and be like, it's a no-brainer. You're just gonna stand up and be like, ma'am, take a seat. I'll teach today's lesson. Take a load off, ma'am. I got this. I know, don't do that. Don't do that. If I was a teacher, I'd be so offended. Don't do that. Okay. Nicely done, Tsinga. Nice Tanduleti. All right. I know, and then he actually goes to class and does it. I know. I can feel like some way. I know. I can even, like those, Michael, those Chinese movies where the dude has like a really long beard, where he's like, oh, and now the student has become the master. that's what I'm seeing in my mind right now. Thank you, Klebo. I know. Oh, yeah, legitimate calculator is not in degrees. Teacher Nels is going to quickly DM you to help you figure out how to do that. Remember, Teacher Nels mode
Yeah.
comp, all of those nice
Shift
things.
mode.
All right. Excellent. Ratila's like, we need 2 hours with you. I do. I watch too many Asian stuff. Oh, Alicia, I'm so glad. I'm so glad we understand. All right, guys. Okay, I'm going to quickly go through the answers. You guys are going to start dumping answers in the chat for me. So just go for it, guys. Go ahead. Number 2 is equal to. Number 3 is equal to. And I'm just going to be writing down your answers from the chat. You guys just tell me whatever it is you're getting in your answers. Okay, I know we're going to have a bit of a discrepancy when we get to about number 5. So give me number 2, number 3, and number 4's answers quickly in the chat. All right, number 2 over here. I know I've got cot. Oh, look at me, trying to write in a calculator. Good. I'm going to get, this is equal to 1 over tan of 32. Yes, we have Tabang. All of it is on the website. We have covered inequalities. Okay, in detail, we even look at the number line and how to draw the open and closed dots. Okay, cosec 140 is the same as 1 over sine of 140. Okay, let me see. All right, people are telling me that number 2 is equal to 1,60. This is equal to 1,60. Excellent. Tell me what the answer for number 3 is. Kehoratile is saying number 3 is 1,56. Excellent. This one is equal to 1,56. Oh, you guys are whole rock stars. Like, this is so easy. So easy for you guys. All right, what about number 4? Number 4 is also cosec. So I'm going to go 1 over sine of 237, and my answer should come out negative. That's going to equal to negative 1,19. Beautiful. All right, let's talk about number 5 and number 6 quickly. All right, so here's what's going to happen, guys. If I've got 5 sec 43 degrees, what's going to happen is I'm going to get 5 times 1 over cos of 43 degrees. Now, because these two things are brackets, oh, sorry, not brackets, fractions. I meant fractions, guys. My English, the airtime for my English is running out. Okay, these things are fractions. I'm going to multiply the top with the top, and I'm going to multiply the bottom with the bottom. So when I put this into my calculator, I'm going to do this. 5 times 1 will be 5 over 1 times cos of 43 is just cos of 43 degrees. So that's how you're going to put this into your calculator. Okay. You're going to put it into your calculator like that, and then you're going to give me an answer. Reatile says, what's number 3? Number 3 is 1,56, my sweetie. That's the answer. Teacher Nels, that's number 4. Number 4 is negative 1,19. Yeah, number 3 is at the bottom is equal to 1,56. Okay, excellent. So everybody should be getting 6,84. So 5 over cos of 43 is the same as 6,84. Beautiful, guys. All right, now let's look at number 6. Number 6 is going to give us the same thing. I'm going to get 1 over 4 times cot is the same as tan, 1 over tan. So I'm going to get 1 over tan of 50 degrees. So I'm going to punch that into the calculator. Remember, it's just like fractions. 1 times 1 is going to give me 1 on the top over 4 times tan 50 is the same as 4 tan 50. All right, punch that into the calculator and let me know how much you guys get. What did I do? Okay, there we go. 1 over 4 tan 50 is equal to, thank you, Kehoratile, beautiful, is equal to 0,21. All right. Oh, Unati, I'm so sorry. I know time does go by very fast, and we actually are done with today's lesson. Can I get a thumbs up from you guys in the chat while you also answer the poll? Tell me, how are you feeling about everything we've done today? How do we feel about SOHCAHTOA? About what do I have? What do I want? And about cosec, sec, and cot. These 6 things are what I need you guys to take away from today. Okay, I'm going to go right to the top. You guys have got 30 seconds. All right, we're going to take 30 seconds of screenshots very quickly. This is where I'm going to start, everyone, with the questions. Oh, I love it. Excellent. Tringa, I'm loving that triggers your new favorite subject. I'm so glad, Ndumi, so that you enjoyed it. Okay. Yes, Mateo, I told you. Trig is nice, especially when you understand. That's it, guys. Excellent. All right. Take screenshots, everybody. I'm moving down because I need to leave in the next 10 seconds. Don't forget to take screenshots of Sokatoa and of Shoshatao. Don't forget Shoshatao. Okay. Excellent. I'm loving all of these. All right, guys.